Jayco Talon F36W at Haylett RV here of Goldwater, Michigan. And man, I tell you what, this is only like the second or third Talon I've been able to get my hands on, and all of them, even though they're 9 or 10 years old, they're still just solid. I can see where this has been used. I can also see where it's been maintained. That's the most important thing. I don't care what you buy. I don't care how much you pay for it. I don't care what promises they make. If someone uses it and doesn't take care of it for 10 years, you'll have problems. Folks took care of this one. That's the biggest thing. This has a Onan 5500 Gold Series generator up front. So you can, take this thing anywhere, anytime. Take it off the beaten path if you want. And big basement on here too. That's another big thing a lot of toy haulers seem to lack, is a lot of outside storage. And you think, well, you got the big garage, right? Yeah, but I don't know that you want a lot of loose cargo shifting around where your bikes could be. In case you haven't noticed from the camera, it could be snowing a little bit today. Apologize. We got a handful of bumper stickers over here. Scientific fact: every single bumper sticker you add to the side of your fifth wheel toy hauler adds 12 horsepower to your monster. That's a fact right there. Not really. It's not really a fact. It's just an assumption I make based on the fact that I see them on things all the time. This has a gooseneck conversion on the kingpin right here. That is bolted on. That could come off. So if you have a gooseneck ball in your truck, great. You have a fifth wheel hitch in your truck, great. You got neither in your truck, great. I got a full service department. That's why I got all these things here. This is a whole part shop, and I have like 8, 9, 10 bays or something like that. We can do all kinds of work for you. Doesn't matter what you have, we can make it right. I really do like the fact that I see preventative maintenance on here. I see fresh seals. Actually, the owners literally just spent $6,700 on updates, on regular routine maintenance, so that when this thing sold, it was in top working order, because they didn't want someone else to have to deal with anything, down to replacing compartment latches, replacing the door latch on things, every little nut, bolt, and widget. They put $6,700 into this thing effectively like a week or two ago. Before they listed it. They wanted this thing right before it sold. They were just good quality people. There was nothing major on their list. There was no like, oh, holy crap, somebody please fix the leak above the slide. There was none of that. It was just they wanted every little thing updated and fixed properly so that everything was in good working order. That's pretty cool. Not a lot of people are willing to do that. Big triaxle too. The load capacity on this has got to be pretty incredible. This is built back when they used to put cargo racks up on the roof as well. They kind of phased that out. Big wide body, 102-inch wide body coach. So we've got a spring assisted ramp. Springs are still incredibly strong on this. You almost have to hold the door back while it's going up so it doesn't slam shut. And I love the fact that we have a little transition ramp here, so when you're loading, you don't have that bump, that dip down, that little divot where your front wheels or back wheels can get stuck. See, she's dovetailed for easy loads. They've got a couple wheel chocks in here so that you can keep your bike a little more secure. And what are there? There's like 11 D-rings in this garage alone. There's all kinds of D-rings. Both sides of the garage, they added extra lighting here so that you have really good lighting when you're coming in and out. That's something a lot of old toy haulers didn't have. They didn't have good lights in the garage. They just had 1 or 2 camper lights, which doesn't cut the mustard. I don't know why people cut mustard. That's really weird. Anyway, good storage back here too. That's another thing that surprised me. This has really good storage capacity overall. A lot of fifth wheel toy haulers just kind of lack in that department, but there's extra cabinet spaces here that you don't see on today's models. Oh, that's nice. Power vent fan switch over here so that you don't got to be 12 foot tall to get to that big vent fan up there. That is cool. Moving forward, we do have a privacy wall here, so any exhaust that does occur while loading up your toys doesn't push forward into the cab. Let me move up here actually and twist around just a second. Standing from the stairs, like at the bedroom area, looking back, give you a nice look at everything. Overhead storage here is something you don't find in today's toy haulers. These big, just extra compartments up here with the cargo netting. Cargo netting, I don't know, it might not look fancy. It's super effective though. You can put big stuff, small stuff in there. It's easy to load, it's easy to unload. 7 foot tall slide out as well, so you're not going to bash your head in there. The sofa here is a hide-a-bed sofa, so that can kick out if need be. You could always fold down your dinette into extra sleeping space as required. There's also the issue of the queen loft bunk up here. I say queen in quotation marks. I just can't, my hands are cold. I don't want to do them in front of the camera. Yeah, but long story short, I don't know if that's exactly a queen, but it's not just like a single bed back here. This section up here, we could put a big television if you're so inclined. You could put a flat screen, traditional TV, whatever. This was made before flat screen, so they had big, deep spaces. And you've got good drawer and cabinet space throughout. You've got extra cabinet space down below the sink. Good speaker system if you're an audiophile like myself. We've got, again, more cabinet space and storage space in here. Wow. And that overhead cargo space. Again, it's not fancy, but man, is it effective. It really is. Let me back up and give you a scope here. I think I said that was a 7-foot slide. Now that I'm looking at it, it looks more like 6'6". Still, average person is going to stand up in it with no problems. And clean, buddy. This is clean. You know, I can see where, I mean, after a lot of use, they might have bumped a wall panel here and there. But other than a scuff, there's no problems with this thing. Everything's in good working order. Like I said, they just paid a bunch of money to have us verify everything was in top working order. All major systems in good working order, and anything that needed attention, they paid for. So you don't have to. So, I mean, not only is this pretty fair priced, but you don't have to pay for a whole bunch of maintenance that somebody else didn't do. They just cut a huge check for a bunch of it for you. Good dresser space in here. I like that we have a full bed slide out as well. Now what's cool is this slide is extra long because it also contains this extra closet over here, which I'm looking at right next to the shower. I'm saying that's perfect for bath linens, you know, extra blankets, bath towels, stuff like that. And this is a big old classic shower with a garden tub. This is very large. You will not bash your elbows in here, and I don't seem to have problems with my headroom in there, and I'm pretty tall myself. All in all, I'm real impressed with what I've seen. Jaycos are known for very strong... Oh, wow, by the way, second air conditioner. I knew I was going to forget to talk about that. I almost did. But Jaycos are known for having very long-lasting products that are well-built. And again, these folks took care of it. They used it, but they maintained it. That's the number one thing. 800-256-5196. Hazlet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping, everybody.